Too often we end up hiring somebody who's not a good fit for our company. When this happens, it always causes problems with the people in your company who are the good fits. You end up creating a culture mismatch. And if you're not careful, your company's culture could start to resemble something you're not very happy with. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how you get the wrong person in your company and what to do if and when it happens. And it does happen for every company, at least once, at least every company I've run across anyhow. First, here are 3 reasons you end up hiring the wrong person. The first reason, and this is where it happens about 95% of the time, is you're hiring somebody for the technical skills they bring to the party instead of whether they're a good cultural fit. Now, I want you to be thinking about this because it's a really important thing. I want you to focus on that cultural fit before you even think about technical skills. Now, if you want to use technical skills as a screening process of people who you're going to talk with or spend some time with, that's okay, but you can't focus on the technical skills as being the determinant of whether you're going to hire somebody or not. It has to be around cultural fit, and cultural fit is always around the values that your company has. If you're in a hurry to hire and you don't pay attention to values and fit, you're likely to make a mistake in hiring. Too often, we really need somebody badly, and we say, gee, can they do the job? If the answer is yes, we offer them the job, whether they're going to fit into our company or not, because we have a slot that needs to be filled, and there's no way to go about it unless we get a warm body in place. Now, I think that's one of the main reasons that we get bad people in our company. And these aren't bad people as people, they're a bad fit for your company. So understand this, and this is really important, that when you make a bad hire, it really isn't about the person that's bad hire. It's about whether they fit into your company or not. There's lots of other places I can promise you that this person will fit just fine. It just might not be your company. And here's the third thing I want you to think about. You haven't spent the time to figure out what your values are and how they fit into your hiring process. Now, this is a hugely big deal. I've talked about values a lot, and I talk about how you use values in your company. One of the most important ways to use values and why you have to explicitly understand what your core values are is it's the way you hire the right person in your company. Jim Collins talks about right person, right seat. Now, right person is the first thing he says, and it's the most important, and that's all about values. Now, let's talk for a little bit about what you do and what happens when you get the wrong person in your company. Well, number one, you've got to get them out of your company as fast as possible. Bad news doesn't get better with age, and bad employees or bad fits don't get better with age. In fact, they kind of start to stink. And I know that what you're thinking is, yeah, but I've got to give this person a fair chance. I've got to give this person a chance to turn around and become the type of employee we thought they could be when they came in. Not usually a good idea. Now, once in a blue moon, you are going to get somebody to change their behavior to fit in with the values that you've got. But you got to talk to them about it, and you got to talk to them about it from the first time it shows up. Because if you don't talk about it, the person who you've made the bad hire with probably thinks their behavior is just fine. Nobody's told them they need to change the way they're acting. That's something I want you to be doing. When you actually ask somebody who's a bad fit to leave your company, here's something that I often see happen. They'll say thank you because they know they're a bad fit. They're not just willing to take the action to say, I don't really fit in here. I need to go someplace else. Here's the third thing that's going to happen when you have a bad fit or something. When you finally get around to letting that person go, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a line out your door, and the people are going to ask you the same question. Why did it take you so long to pull the trigger? So here's something I highly recommend. I really recommend that you spend some time training your people that they need to talk with you or they need to be speaking up when there's a bad fit in the company. And not so much to get the person out of the company, you do want to have a conversation saying, look, your behavior needs to be this. A lot of times with changing culture or beliefs, it's a fake it till you make it thing. And what that means is if I change the behavior and I change my behavior long enough, my actions will start matching what the values are in your company. But that is dependent on you and your management team for speaking up quickly, and telling that employee what they need to do to be successful in your company. And if they don't do it, don't take it personally. It's not something about you. It's not something about them. It's just a bad fit, and it's better for both of you to part ways. So you do want to have that conversation, and we've talked about just having that conversation, but you don't want to make it a long time frame. When I tell somebody, here's the behavior I need from you, it's not something I want a week or 3 weeks or 4 weeks from now. It's something I want to start seeing 10 minutes from now. So that's what has to happen for you. You need to have a conversation, but you don't need to leave a long time frame for that change. It either happens or it doesn't. If it happens, great. The person will fit in with your company, probably stick around for a long time. But if it doesn't happen, it's certainly okay for you to say, you know, this isn't working out. I think it's better for both you and us for us to make a change. So what do you think about your strategy when you found you've hired the wrong person? Why don't you scroll down and leave a comment below and let me know what you think. And while you're at it, download our free ebook on hiring for unique abilities. This is a system I've used for over 35 years. It's really helped me hire extremely well, and you're going to learn in this ebook why values are the most important and why it's what you need to use as your primary decision process for who joins your company and who doesn't. So this is Josh Patrick. I'm the founder of The Sustainable Business, and you're at The Sustainable Business. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope to see you back here really soon.